everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today's process video is my take on the March 2022 Challenge Yourself Scrapbook Challenge. It's all about it's all about scrapbooking pets and animals, and of course, having you in a photo somewhere on the page. I almost decided not to participate this month because I don't have any pets, nor did I have any photos of me with animals. So I was kind of like, well, I don't think I can really do this. And then I was going through my scrap paper bin, and I was trying to, cut some things down to size, punch shapes out of them for, use on other layouts. And I was like, I actually do kind of have a lot of animal pattern paper. So what I did was I pulled all the animal pattern paper that I could find, and then I also pulled some random animal embellishments that I had. Sometimes the like Paige Evans or something, those sticker packs have like random animals on it, and you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Well, it could be perfect for this challenge and a great way to use up items from your stash. So just, get creative with it. If you have a picture of a pet, that's great. If you don't, you can still play along this month. So I'm glad that I challenged myself to think outside the box a little bit, just to show those of you who want to participate in the challenge but don't have pets or have any photos of animals, you can still participate. There's a way to make it happen. Just look through your stash, through all of your anything that has an animal on it, and use it on a layout. So I basically got a bunch of random papers. There's some Bella Boulevard. I actually don't know a lot of the manufacturers because some of these pattern papers were from my mom's scrap stash, but I tried to pick papers that had similar colors. So there's going to be some green and some browns, a little bit of blue going on through here, and again, nothing is part of the same collection. It's not super matchy-matchy, but the overall color scheme is there. They go together, so everything's going to look okay. And then the overall theme is animals, so everything is tied together in some way. So I had my papers and everything. I figured out where I wanted to put them. I inked the edges of everything. I adhered them down. So now I'm ready to start doing my embellishments. So I have a bunch of little circles, I think 1 inch and like 1.5 inch circles. I think those are the punches that I used. And I'm just inking the edges of all of the circles to, make them stand out, especially because that pattern paper underneath the photo has a white background. So you really want your, any other paper that you put on top or embellishments to stand out against the white. We don't want it, especially if it's a lighter color pattern paper. So some of these I'm going to just stick down with my double-sided adhesive tape. Some of them I'm going to pop up on foam squares. I'm just trying to get like the right placement. I want it to be kind of like, I want them to be overlapping. I want some of them to look like they're at the top, and I want it to go from top to bottom, along the left-hand side of the photo. Because the pattern papers that I have, they're big. They're big pieces of scraps. And so I didn't want the photo to get overwhelmed by the patterns. So I'm these circles, they are going to continue to like draw the eye toward the photo and also cover up some of that really bright white that's going on with that pattern paper there. So I figured out the placement of everything. Now I just need to add a few more embellishments. So I'm going to ink the edges of that. These are, again, things that I just found in my stash that I thought might work. So that's actually something from a Pink Fresh pattern paper, and it says Welcome Home. And I decided to use that little banner strip thing because this is a photo that I took over the Christmas break when I was back visiting my dad at home. Right outside of our neighborhood is a sign that announces the name of our city, and it says My Hometown. And I've always wanted to take a picture in front of it. There's a larger one, but it's like on the highway, so you'd have to pull off the road of the highway to take a picture, and I thought that's probably not that safe. So I went to the smaller sign because it was very close. We just walked down the street and got my picture taken with the sign. So that was really exciting. So Welcome Home obviously fits very well there. I did originally stick it down with the double-sided tape, but because I had so many layers behind the photo, so many matting layers, there was a thickness there, and the welcome home just wasn't looking great, stuck flat against it. So I put some foam dots behind it and popped it up. Now I'm bringing in all my other animals. So I've got birds, I've got dogs. I think there's a squirrel up there too, and I'm gonna end up adding like a butterfly and I think a rabbit too. Again, these are like, I don't know why there are animals in some of these embellishment collections, especially when it's like a fall themed collection and they're like, here's an orange dog. Okay, thanks. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but okay. So say don't throw those things away, save them for a challenge like this. Um yeah, or give them to a friend. Maybe you have a friend who has animals and pets and can use these things. I don't know. At the bottom, I'm going to add sort of a what's the word I'm looking for here? A similar Pink Fresh little banner. It doesn't have any words. It's just got hearts on it. But it was also from the same collection, the same piece of patterned paper. You just cut them apart. So that's going to be adhered flat because there aren't as many layers down at the bottom. And then I'm going to use the dog and then that little sticker there. It's actually doesn't have an animal on it, but it's like a tote bag with, I don't know, bread in it or something, and it says shop local. And so since this is a photo about like me and my home city, it's local, I thought I would just use it because I don't know what else I'm going to use it for. This is a great stash buster because all of this stuff is stuff that I'm like, well, I have it, but I don't know how to use it, and here I am using it. So there's the little bunny. I had originally thought about doing some mixed media on the background of this white cardstock, and I didn't do any of that before before the pattern papers went down. So that is also something that you could do, especially if you don't have a lot of pattern papers with animals on them or a lot of pattern papers that work. You could do some mixed media in the background. I will add some Nuvo Mica Mist in antique gold splatters just because it's very similar to it's like a brownish color. It's dark gold, and so I thought that would go well with the browns. Before this video ends, I better remind you guys, in the description box for this video, you're going to find a link to the Challenge Yourself blog where you can see what all the other design team members did and then find details about the prize that's being offered for this month and how you can enter to win. So basically, you're following the theme, you're using a photo of yourself somewhere on the layout, and then you enter it, and then we pick a winner. It's really fun. It's a great group of people, great group of scrappers, so we'd love to have you come participate and join in with us. I'm doing some champagne scrapbook.com pops of color as well, just to add a few more, details around some of the embellishment clusters to kind of build those clusters out. And then I'm a crazy person, maybe this is just me, but I'm going to do a hand-drawn border going around the page because the white cardstock, it's just too white. There's too much white space, so I need something to kind of tie the page together and just give it a finished look. So I'm just very carefully going straight down on all sides using a brown marker pen, my Zig Writer, and that's going to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful and inspiring to you, whether you're doing the Challenge Yourself challenge. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the products that I'm using or the techniques that I did, or questions about Challenge Yourself in general too, or just say hi. It's always great to connect with you guys here on YouTube and all my other social media links, which are in the description box below. Thanks again for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!